If you had the opportunity to foster the next generation of environmental leaders, how would you do it? At Toronto and Region Conservation, we know it takes all of us to ensure our students become environmental leaders. We also know that students must be connected to the natural environment and understand that their actions have an impact on it. To that end, we created the Weston Family Environmental Leaders of Tomorrow program.
As a teacher, living sustainably means developing ecological literacy through hands-on performance tasks that connect students to the earth.
Students had 3 interactive experiences guided by our staff. The first one's in the classroom, the second at a residential field center, and the third back in the classroom.
Well, the big idea we try to impart to our kids is that our planet is a single ecosystem that includes us.
In this first phase of the Environmental Leaders of Tomorrow program, students are introduced to key environmental concepts such as eco-footprint, biodiversity, and ecological stewardship. This phase contributes to the students' overall ecological understanding by using hands-on activities that encourage students to think about their relationship with nature and their dependence on it. It's all about the students figuring out where they are starting from and determining where they want to go. Phase 2 occurs at the Outdoor Education Centre and extends the classroom learning experience. Here, students are fully immersed in living sustainably. During their trip, they're taught how to put knowledge into action and are encouraged to think about how they can continue these new habits at home, school, and in their community. This experience is about building confidence, building leadership skills, building a sense of community, and trying something new.
I think the biggest surprise for me as a classroom teacher was seeing these kids unplug. Not once did they ask for their cell phone, or their laptop, or their TV, or their video game console, and that was refreshing. They were so engaged in the activities, and they were reconnecting to nature that they didn't have time for all that other electronic stuff. And that's what we really wanted to do. We wanted to promote their ability to reconnect with their home, which is the earth.
My proudest moment of this morning activity was making the fire, the shelter, well, pretty much everything in the first activity.
My favorite part was lighting up the fire, even because it was my first time doing it.
Amazing. Because it was just a fun experience, and everything we got to do, I probably wouldn't have done it without going on this trip.
Really made me happy to see the kids out in nature, because kids in inner city schools spend so much time in a very small space, and so this gave them the opportunity to breathe fresh air, to have an opportunity to walk in the woods.
In this third phase of the program, students return home and pledge to moving their newfound environmental knowledge and attitudes into action. As a class, students commit to take on an environmental project or stewardship initiative. About a month after they return from their trip, a teacher from the Outdoor Centre reconnects with the students in their classroom. They remind students to revisit their personal commitment to lowering their ecological impact and living more sustainably. This helps them measure their progress in achieving their goals. It's about the students putting it all together, reflecting on where they've been, and building confidence in their ability to create the world they want to pass on to their children.
We want the students of today and the leaders of tomorrow to understand the nature of ecological change and how they are part of the solution.
No one can do everything, but everyone can do something.
Find out more at www.thelivingcity.org.